All right, DJ Nubis
And DJ.
here on the Metalhead Radio podcast, doing another unboxing from the Metalhead Box, and not as big as usual. At least I usually get like a couple of extra items, but they've been kicking them out and rolling them. I think this is like the third one in like last month and a half because they were making up for lost
Oh,
time.
they were so behind. That's right. That's right. So they were behind a little bit, and I think that's part of what was happening is because they're behind a little bit. They were kind of giving you a little extra to thank you for your patience, kind of thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They always give plenty of stuff though for $35. Like, I mean, that alone is the price of a T-shirt, and you get a T-shirt in your Metalhead box.
I saw one guy when I got the Black Metal Kitsa one. Um, like he was getting the vinyl. He has some cool vinyls and
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool. Are you sticking with tapes, or are you gonna go with vinyl at some time?
I don't know.
'Cause the tapes
Vinyl's a little bit, obviously everything's more random. So like you don't get to choose what bands and albums you get to do. So
and I think for us, like, not that we're vinyl snobs by any means, but like,
yeah, like when you want something on vinyl, you want to get what you want.
mhm.
It's kind of tougher on that. But I mean, some of the stuff they've gotten is cool as far as artwork.
And sometimes with me, like with vinyl, if it's a band that I like, really enjoy, I end up just picking it up, and then I come home and I have, you know, 5 copies of Styx, Paradise State, and Fleetwood Mac Rumor.
Right.
But what we've been trying to do, and these are like when we go to the thrift stores and stuff, and the vinyl is inexpensive. I'm like, if I like it and it's inexpensive, I normally just pick it up. But we've been a little bit more selective with our metal vinyl because it's a little expensive, because pressing vinyl in itself is expensive, number one, and you know, they're limited, so they can't print as many, so that will drive the price up itself, which again, it's fine. We pay for it. We're happy to support the bands.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times for us with our vinyl, we're not nearly as like, you've got 3 of those cassette old school pull out things filled. You've got that big wooden one that's, I think it's really meant to be hung on a wall.
It is.
But we have it kind of like sitting so you can like look.
Yeah, basically what I need is a bigger man cave so I
Mhm.
can display everything. But
See, he's been really pushing about moving and getting a bigger house and bigger things. And while I do support, I would like a bigger house too. I'm just wondering if he's going to start trying to kick me out of the spare bedroom where I have all my shit. So.
what, here? No. That's even smaller, at least.
No, I mean, you're going to start moving in there.
Oh, my stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I think if we ever get to a new place, I definitely want to be where there's windows. Like, I feel like a vampire so much, and sometimes I do like kind of looking out at what's going on outside. And
Oh, that was one of the reasons, you know.
when we were at the apartments, it was kind of cool because you can kind of just look.
And
right
we
out
had
the
big
window.
windows when
Yeah.
we were on the ground floor, so like we had a sliding glass door and a little patio. This house is skinny and narrow and 3 levels, so you know,
It's not bad.
it's not bad. We've been here for a long time, and I know everything down here is exactly what he's always wanted, and that's great. Like, that's
But like a couple of tapestries next to you, the Absu and the other one come from Metalhead Box, so a lot of
that's
goodies.
right.
So this week,
Didn't Jason get me this Iron Maiden one?
yeah, I think so. So this time around, the shirt I got is Tribunal, so I threw it on, of
That's a
course.
good looking one.
Dark, blends in very well. Got this cool pen again. I believe this is Dissection.
I have to tell you something about the pins, because you have so many pins,
Dude, I have
and
a lot of pens.
there's no way you can possibly put all of your pins on all of your vests. So I saw this because I like browsing the metal subreddits, just for like CDs and like recommendations, and people's battle vests are always really fun to look at because people put a lot of work into it. Somebody on there had bought a cork board,
And they put it on
and
there.
they just put all of their pins because they would switch them out. Like they put like a couple on their vest, but
it's not a bad idea.
When you're getting to the point where
just hold all the backs into like a cup, and then you can pin them up on the cork. That's a great idea, actually, because then I can display.
So you can display them.
Like throw it up here.
Because I only have a couple of pins myself, and I have a cork board.
I think I stole your King Diamond.
Did you really? It was upstairs on my cork board.
Okay.
Did you really?
Well, you might have taken it back because I haven't worn my vest in a little while. So.
Well, that was my one pin. But I have a small cork board, and it's for me. It's more like a memory board. I've got old tickets and old bracelets from concerts up there, a couple of random pictures, and I've had that little thing since before I even met him. So I've had it for like 23 years. It was something that hung up in my childhood bedroom. I remember I bought it from Barnes and Noble.
All these I've got to like.
You need a family for them, and
yes.
Some of them that you have are like super detailed and super nice.
Yeah,
and then you have some that are like huge too.
Yeah.
So if we found like a decent sized cork board, it doesn't have to be massive, but something where you can display your pin collection and then rotate them out.
Right now, if really a 2 by 2 foot by 2 foot would be pretty decent size.
I mean, we can just check, Target or Walmart.
I got to do Amazon soon, so maybe we'll look on there and see what they got to offer.
Let me see if I can steal one from work if there's a
right.
Just like the chair. Hey, that chair, we saved it from its demise.
It was getting some work out. So I got a couple of cassettes because I have the cassette box, of course. And the first one is a split between Heretic Ritual and Funeral Vomit.
I love when they do the splits. It's so retro,
Yeah, it's black. It's pretty cool.
What color is the actual cassette?
Black.
Black?
Yeah.
I used to get really excited about colored.
Yeah.
Like you'd open one up when you were a kid and you're like, oh, this one's pink.
Yeah, I think initially wanted the Oxygen Destroyer ones, either green or I wanted the neon green, but they had sold out.
Oh, no, really?
But I still got the cassette. It was just the standard, though. I have to double check, though. What were you going to say?
You said Oxygen Destroyer. I was going to say we're going to see them.
Oh, we're going to see Jordan. He's going to be at G-Fest.
Yeah, we're going to see Jordan at G-Fest, and we'll hunt him down.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. We met him back when he played with Desolus, and I was helping him control the video thing because he was.
Oh, that's right. You got to push the button.
Yeah.
I was all the way in the back. Like, again, because we live in DC is very similar to Baltimore. It's very narrow, everything. So it's like narrow and long. So when they start moshing and stuff, I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna. But you can hang back because the stage is up higher, so you can still see it, and it's not gigantic, so the sound is strong. Like it's a great place to see a concert.
But it was cool. Like they have kaiju footage behind them playing as they're playing the songs.
Yeah, and what did he say? Like not all venues are set up to play the.
And that's their experience. That's the Oxygen Destroyer experience there with that.
And he also said like it's not just metal. Like they draw Godzilla fans, and you saw that too. It was kind of cool. So anyway, I'm sorry,
that's all right.
Sidetracked.
Just reminiscing experiences.
Mm-hmm.
The second cassette I got is a black speed metal band called Black Jackal, and have not heard either of these, but I'll get around to checking them out. Yeah, 9 times out of 10 I'll check them out on Bandcamp or something first because. As much as I would like to play the cassettes, I don't play them often because, I still worry that, in this day and age, the tape player might decide to eat it.
Cassettes are probably notoriously, the most, what's the right word? it's fragile media,
Mm-hmm.
so it warps very easily, and the more that you play it, since it is magnetic media, it gets warped.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you'll hear like especially the old cassettes, you'll hear like a lull in the song and it goes lower because it's overplayed. So,
and you definitely hear a degrade in the quality.
but for me, a lot of this is like again, it's a hobby where I collect stuff and like when I'm dead and gone, I don't know how much of this stuff she'll keep, but some people, some diehard metal fans will probably like give her money for some of this stuff.
I probably have not keep it all.
I'm gonna
It's
keep
mine.
it all. It's
It's
mine.
all mine.
And so last thing I have is another cool patch, which I have a bunch of patches that I still need to get up to as well. Maybe I'll just start hanging them on the board too.
Well, you got that overkill one behind you. That's actually a back patch. I don't know
Yeah.
if anyone can see that, but he doesn't have a third vest yet. And
Now I would get a third vest because I have a bunch of colored patches.
I was gonna say that would be a really good one for, but he's got.
Because I have one that was kind of when I was bigger. I still love it. I don't get rid of it because there's a lot of patches on there I love. I want to try.
You got that Speed Wolf back patch.
And you can't get that anymore.
They're not.
The band doesn't even exist.
No,
so.
And we love them because they're from Denver and they're big Denver Bronco fans. I actually have this Speed Wolf shirt that said 6 + 6 + 6 = 18. And it said Hail Peyton. Yeah, Hail Peyton. And they also had one because the Broncos and we live in Baltimore, the Ravens, they're kind of a weird rivalry because they're not like exactly in the same, conference, right? They're the East.
Same conference,
same
different
conference.
divisions.
Thank you. And they don't play each other all the time, but like when Speedwolf was here playing, they had a special like "Fuck the Ravens" shirt just for their fan. And there was a ton of people who bought them because so then we realized that there was a lot more Denver Bronco fans in Baltimore than we thought.
Yeah.
But stuff like that, it's the band is not together, they're not touring. Things like that are just they're irreplaceable. That's why he doesn't want to change up even though the vest is too big right now. He doesn't want to change it up or get rid of it or anything because some of these some of those patches you got at different concerts or different...
MDF was a big part of it, but I mean I have patches that are hard to come by. I mean I could order stuff, but like I don't want to do that.
And they don't make them all. Like,
I just have to see if I can get it hemmed a little smaller or shorter to cut it down a little bit, but we'll see.
I bet you on the sides, like if you took out,
they gotta.
You could take some out right here. It would probably fit you a little bit better.
Right.
But it's just to the point where it's like actually looking like it's heavy for him to. He puts it on and it looks like.
Well, they were all heavy. Even my black and white one, the one that I have like black and white patches for, is when you stick it on, it's like a serious, like it's almost like armor.
So he got that one. He found it online, but on the inside, it has like all these like pockets and stuff because it's actually a vest that people use for shooting. Because it has like a spot, not like for magazines and stuff. And I was like, that's a really interesting find. So like when he wears that one, he can put his wallet and his sunglasses and stuff in there.
Well, one cool thing about Metalhead Box, especially when it comes to patches lately, is they tend to pay tribute to a lot of our fallen musicians that have passed and gone on us. Riley Gailey, we have a sticker that came through them. That's over there. We have Peter Steele from Typo Negative. I have a patch from him with the coffin. And of course, here we have, I think we just got one for, his name is escaping me, shouldn't, but the Entombed vocalist that passed away. He's been around for was forever, classic Sweden death metal. But here's Trevor Schnrod, who from Black Dahlia Murder, and it's fucking amazing. And
it's just like it's a amazing likeness.
Yeah. I was never like the biggest Black Dahlia Murder fan. I do like some of the material, but I think
we saw them before, weren't they playing when we went to see Napalm Death the one time?
And Big Destroyer and Abnormality. But that's the thing, like watching Trevor on stage incredibly energetic and fun to watch. And he was a very smart guy. Did a webzine. In fact, one of the coolest things I ever saw was I have a friend. We have a friend named Mark who plays in a band called Blame God, and their debut, Trevor reviewed it and loved it. So that was kind of the cool thing about that. But yeah, he's sorely missed, and it was kind of out of the blue death, just like Riley's was.
And it's, maybe not every song is your favorite, but when you have someone that impactful to the metal scene, it impacts everyone.
Yeah, I mean, when you have that kind of stage presence and command, and like it's easy to get into the music when you can see the guy in front of you who's just tearing it up. Like, the band is great, obviously the musicians themselves, but Trevor was like a stage presence. Like he's the epitome of a great singer. Like just he's up there and he knows how to command the stage, the audience, and he was fun to watch. And that really sells me on the band themselves and how seriously they took their music and the scene and brought it every night. Like it was packed that night, which is we've seen shows where it's not in bands still come out and play, but when you have a packed house and you're still like just crushing it, like it's a lot to appreciate.
It is. And I feel like we really haven't been going to as many shows right now. I mean, I have only been home 2 months, so
We went to Enslaved.
We did go to Enslaved. That was a big plan of ours. I got home just before Enslaved happened, which was awesome, by the way. And we got to take a friend of mine, one of my coworkers, who he appreciates all kinds of music. He's from Texas and he listens to bluegrass, to metal, to anything. And I said, hey, they still have tickets and it's not that expensive if you want to come hang out with us, because I think you really dig these guys.
And he did.
And he did.
He also liked who was it? Oh shit.
Who was the opener?
Fuck.
Our brains are fried today.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like when you.
There's a band hadn't toured in a while either. So
oh crap! That's right.
Either way, he was really impressed with all the bands, and especially the last two with Enslaved.
And it was his first metal show. Like he listens to like more black metal than anything. In the metal vein, because we had talked a lot about what do you call it? The crazy guy.
What crazy guy?
Who killed?
Oh, Varg.
Yeah, we talked a lot about Varg. It's good to have nice people when you're traveling like that, but
I think it was Insomnium.
It was Insomnium, because Enslaved and Insomnium both had their own VIP, and we did the Enslaved VIP multi-pass. Multi-pass. I guess I could give an update to our friends at home. I'm not going to be traveling as much because I'm going to be based more in Baltimore at a different position, doing similar, but
so she'll be doing more videos.
More videos. Funny story though. I'm transferring over to the new company, and the first thing they asked me to do was go to Florida for training. So
there you have it.
I am traveling a little bit, so I'll be gone about a week, but not 4 months like what it usually is. And I know that DJ Anubis probably wants me to go back out on the ship, but
no, it's fine.
No,
it is.
No, it's fine.
Anywho,
by myself.
That is our unboxing.
Oh, is this the
oh yeah,
recent?
Did you show them? That was the one that came in. Slayer. Of course, they put the white sticker over.
That's not their fault. That's the stupid post office.
They're fags, idiots. You don't do that to great art. You don't do that.
And I'm looking at this.
Oh,
it's like
we're gonna figure out how to use that shit
because it's a comic, like the Invincible Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty wild.
All right, well, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, please. Give us some support. We appreciate all the support that is out there right now. And we will see you later. And I don't think we have. Oh, yeah, Friday. Going to continue our top 50 movies of the 21st century. Second to the last episode. So we'll get one more out before we head out to G Fest. And then we're going to have I think I've talked to some of the guys. We're going to have like a live G Fest recap once we get back. So Nick will probably be a part of that. And we'll just talk about our experiences. This will be our first G Fest that we're going to next week, and it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, there's a couple of them who are G Fest veterans, so they're like, okay, this is what you have to do.
We're the noobs.
We are new. It's kind of exciting because we decided to stay in the hotel where the actual G Fest is happening because it's a large hotel, but I also thought like logistically it made more sense than like, even though there was another lovely hotel chain, the Sheraton, which was $200 less a night, you know.
It's just more convenient.
It's just more convenient.
And we got a lot of friends.
And we have all of our friends are staying at the same
it's
hotel.
It's going to be fun meeting them. And yeah, it's going to be fun.
And they have breakfast every morning that's included for our stay. And there's like a bar and like a snack shack. And I mean, there's tons of stuff to do. It's Chicago, but the event really is G Fest.
Yeah,
like,
there's a lot of stuff going on.
There's
so
like movies that they're going to be playing. There's people to meet and greet. There's the collector's room. My mom and I, like years ago when I was like in high school and stuff, my mom and my uncles are really into sci-fi, and I would go to sci-fi conventions. It's along the same vein, you know, but it's just Godzilla focused, and 3 days.
Godzilla and kaiju.
Mm-hmm. It's 3 days worth, so we're gonna really have a good time.
Yeah, we'll let you know when we get back, and appreciate all the support and love. And we are out of here. Mm-hmm. Thank you much. Take care of yourselves. Just it before you die. Find the